um, Hi guys. So this is the live stream. I see you, Rain. Hi. The lighting makes my makeup look weird. This took me like 30 minutes. Hi. So I have a whole outline for how this is gonna go, and I have a script for like the beginning of it. So just bear with me. Thank you, Rain. We're gonna bear with me on the whole script because I have to read it. I might say it a couple of times, so like when I edit it, I have a good one. So if I edit it, I never get around to editing it because it takes so long. But we're gonna do this. Castles Crumbling is officially over. Today we are going to be celebrating the official end of this 2-year journey, and we'll talk about the future plans for this series alone and other projects. So hi, I am Michaela, and I'm the author of the Harry Potter fanfiction called Castles Crumbling, which is available to read on Archive of Our Own, AO3, and Wattpad. I have been writing this fanfic since I was 13 years old, and I am now 15. I'm getting old. This Tuesday, the final bonus chapter was posted. And okay, so now we can begin. I actually made a whole slideshow, and yeah, I made a whole slideshow. Whoa. So I'm just gonna show that really fast. Boom. Wait, fart. It's showing something that y'all aren't supposed to see yet. Hold on. What? Please hold. Okay. Share screen. Boom. Boom. What the flip? Okay. There we go. Now, I think we all know what this is. We are on season 1. We're going. Okay, so before I start talking about season 1, I'm going to talk about the fact that, Castles Crumbling is over. Okay, so I started this in 2023 when I was probably I was 13 years old. So this was August 19th, 2023. I started writing Castles Crumbling season 1. And I never really thought that it was going to really get anywhere, to be honest. I always expected it to just be something that I do. Oh my gosh, that's so real, Rain. I'm gonna cry when Shattered and Mangled is over too. But I always expected Castles Crumbling to take such a long time, so much longer than usual. So when Castles Crumbling ended within 2 years, it was kind of a shock for me in a way. It was not something I expected at all, because season 1 didn't take that long to write, because I was writing every day, and that's how I got the chapters out so fast. But season 2 took a good 6 months. I really was Alexander Hamilton, and I managed to write. I mean, counting all of the intro chapters and all of that stuff, I wrote 200 chapters for this fanfiction, and that alone was surprising to me. And then we got to the fact that I wrote. Okay, so 2023, only 2 seasons came out. Only 2. It was season 1 and season 2. And then I also don't know if the mic is working. So Rain, if the mic ever starts acting funny, just tell me, please. But in 2024, season 3 came out in June. Season 4 came out in July. Season 5 came out in October. Season 6 came out in December. And then season 7 kind of took this whole year, but I finished season 7. Well, I can't say that I finished season 7 in like March because I still had like 4 chapters to work on at the end of March. And I genuinely finished writing. I like put season 7 down as finished like last week. Yeah, it was last Friday, I think. Like I finished writing the bonus chapter last Friday. And that's kind of why you're seeing so many like new chapters of Mangled coming out so fast, because I'm not focusing on anything else right now. Because now I have so much time on my hands, I can just write Mangled however much I want. But yeah, Castles Crumbling is over now, and that's gonna take a while for me to get used to. But now I guess we can go ahead and start talking about season 1. So basically, I'm just gonna talk about the when, how, who, what. Well, I started posting chapters August 19th. But I started actually like getting the idea for it, like for Castles Crumbling, at like probably like a week beforehand. I don't actually remember what day the first edit of Castles Crumbling came out, because originally Castles Crumbling wasn't Castles Crumbling. It was actually just a DR, and I was just editing it on Bree and I's old shared account. But now it is Castles Crumbling, and it's got almost 7,000 reads on Wattpad, and that is baffling to me. But yeah, I'm trying to do something because I forgot to do it like before this actually started, because I have to do this for this, and I forgot to up something. But what was I talking? Oh yeah, when it started. So it started like 23. And that basically was, where did the chat go? Okay, that basically, it started, I'm all over the place. I gave myself an outline, not a script, so that's why I'm stuttering a lot. But Castles Crumbling basically started August 19th, and it ended in like September 5th, 7th? I don't remember. It was sometime at the beginning of September. I got the idea in a roleplay server on Discord with my friends, because we made a Harry Potter one, and that was when Michaela Malfoy came to life, because I just made Michaela Malfoy, because I am a very non-creative person. And I feel like y'all would know that if you just took a glance at what my name is. I named Michaela after me. So there's that. And then my friend Brie, she made Anna and Lupin, Louis for me, because like I love Louis Partridge a lot, and she made him for me. So then we we made a edit account together, and she posted the first 2 edits, and then we immediately started posting about our Harry Potter DRs. And then one day I'm listening to the new Speak Now Taylor's Version album, and Castles Crumbling comes on, and I'm immediately texting Brie, and I'm like, Brie, what if I make a fanfiction about Michaela and Louis, and like call it Castles Crumbling, and Castles Crumbling be like how Michaela's life kind of plays out, because I like to have the I like to have I like to have the titles of my books actually mean something. So like I used to not do this, but now I do. Ever since I started Castles Crumbling, um, basically for Castles Crumbling, I wanted it to kind of reflect what Michaela's life was going to look like. And it basically, Castles Crumbling is the theme song for the whole thing, but it's mainly the theme song for season 7, because like it's fine for like 3 chapters, and then you get to chapter 4 or 3, whatever one is called, Blackout Days. Um and then all of the sudden her life is going to crap, and it's a lot. So who was involved? A lot. I at the end of the season 7 trailer, which we are going to watch soon. It basically has a list of everyone who was involved, but I'm just going to like give y'all a short list of what I can remember. And some of these people weren't involved for season 1, but this is just everyone who is involved for Castles Crumbling or for future projects of Castles Crumbling, like Built to Crumble or Castles Crumbling 2. So I have my best friend Alexa. She is helping me. Well, she's a character who is going to be in Built to Crumble. And if you just look at the cast list, you'll probably know whose character she's inspired by. Just her name's Alexa. Go look. And then we have Bree. She inspired a multitude of the characters for Castles Crumbling. She, same as my friend Kai. A lot of the Malfoy siblings were Kai's doing. So was Grayson Granger. Grayson Granger was also Kai's doing. And then Bree came up with Louis, Annalise. I mean, she didn't come up with Mateo. Mateo was already really a character, but like she kind of introduced him as a love interest, and I kind of took the way that she talked about him to actually like write how he acts. Sort of. I kind of went rogue on the last couple seasons, but she also made Betty Scamander, which is Caitlin Scamander's sister, and then she made, I don't really remember. You'll have to check the end credits, because the end credits kind of just tell you everything you need to know. And then my original plan was that Michaela was never going to really have a good side until season 7. Like, she was always going to be bad, and she was always going to be a Death Eater, and yeah. Also, Rain, just so you know, you might get spoiled a little bit, because I might talk about some things that you don't know about yet, because you're still on season 1, right? I think you still are, but just beware. Yeah, just beware. If I start talking about a spoiler, I will tell you to cover your ears. Okay. So my plan was originally to like Michaela was going to just always be a Death Eater, and she was going to be like, her powers were going, since she is a vampire slash werewolf, but not really a werewolf. It's like a werewolf animagus thing. Like, she's not fully an animagus, but she's also not fully a werewolf. because like she doesn't turn into a werewolf and look like what Remus Lupin did, because that was I don't like what Remus Lupin looked like when he turned into a werewolf. But she also like doesn't turn on command. Like she still turns whenever there's like a full moon, but like she knows how to control it. But when she turns into a werewolf, she looks like what Sirius did. So it's very confusing because this was not willing. Like she was born that way, and animaguses are like forged basically. But my plan was for her powers to be used for bad, and like Voldemort would actually have her in his grasp and like under his control. But as I was writing, I kind of just like wrote with the flow of what I was feeling, and not everything turned out the way that I wanted to. So maybe one day in the future you will get a rewriting, but not today because okay, was the original cover. We have the covers that I made for it. So we have the genuine original cover that I used for like the entire thing. It doesn't show the whole thing, but it was literally the most basic thing ever. And then this is one that my friend Maya made for me. I also never finished who was involved. If you want to see who all was involved, literally just go to the season 7 trailer. It'll tell you everything. This was my favorite one, but it's not. But like this one is the one that is used for season 1 on Wattpad. Like if you go to Wattpad and you go to the original Castles Crumbling thing, that's what's there. Okay, now time for season 2. It's also why, what, how, and another thing. But why it took so long, the whole thing is I was dragging it out. I really did not like. So the reason why I dragged it out because I was writing season 7 at the not season 7. I dragged it out because I was writing season 3 at the same time, but also because for some reason when I wrote, I made the chapters really short. And also, I'm sorry, but Chamber of Secrets is my least favorite Harry Potter movie. So I like groveled a little bit while I was writing this, and I just like felt like it was never going to end because there was so much that happened that I needed to write. And that made things kind of difficult because, like, how the heck am I going to write all of this in a reasonable amount of chapters in a reasonable amount of time? And I think it also took a long time because I don't have the dates that I posted the chapters on me, but I will like go to Wattpad while I talk about this. But I do know that I'm pretty sure that there were some days that I just didn't write. Hold on, I've got it right here. 1 second. I'm pretty sure there were some days that I didn't write, and that there were like big gaps between chapters. So I posted 4 chapters. Wait, I posted 4 chapters on August 10th, and then 2 on 12th. Yeah, okay, there were a lot of gaps between chapters. So like I did chapters every 2 days, I'm pretty sure. And then like August 12th, I posted chapter 6, and then I didn't post again until October 25th. And I posted the chapters that I didn't publish, which was 7 to 12. And then I kept forgetting to post, and eventually that led to me finishing at 34 chapters on February 21st. So there's that. I just didn't really want to write it. And also I was kind of like, the whole reason why I didn't, near December, I kind of had like more time on my hands a little bit. So that's why more chapters came out in December, but also like I was writing and I was writing 2 seasons at the same time. I was writing season 3 and season 2. And season 3 was on paper, so I did that the most during school days. And then the only time that I had to write season 2 was like at night on the laptop, but that was really about it. What I was doing while most of the time I was either writing season 3 as well, or I was in class because in 8th grade I did not really pay attention a lot. Sue me. When class got boring and when we were allowed to be on our laptops, I was writing, and that was it. I was also starting other fanfictions, like if you guys remember, the lucky one. That was my Percy Jackson fanfiction that I never finished. It only got like 5 chapters out, but I was also writing that during the school day, so I basically just pick and chose whatever I wrote that day, and that's another reason why some things took so long to get written. How long it took? I actually didn't count, but I can count for y'all right now. You guys are gonna watch me count. So, or I could just do the math. October 10th to February 21st. Hold. Oh my gosh. I wish Google would just give me the answer instead of directing me to a website. Anyway, October 10th to February 21st. Okay, it was 4 months and 11 days. That's how long I expected each season to take. Oh my gosh, Rain, how did you do that? I'm pretty sure that's how long I expected all of the chapters. Well, not chapters. Oh my gosh, that's how long I expected all of the seasons after that to take, because I was taking so long to write because I was busy and I was also about to go into high school. But then I started writing on paper and I had so much more time because I wasn't limited to a laptop. So I started Castles Crumbling season 3 December 25th of 2023, and I was writing that entire time, and that's how I managed to get it out on June 13th. Okay. Now this last bullet point for season 2 says the main reason why Castles Crumbling fell off after season 1, and I basically just said why. I took a lot of breaks between posting and writing for this. And because of that, I managed to get less views than usual, seeing as like Wattpad pushes out things that are regularly updated, and I wasn't regularly updating. Now I have noticed that significant change because when the words are leaving my brain. Um, when I was doing season 7, I had a scheduled posting thing, but also I wasn't like rushing to write these chapters before the deadline because I already had all the chapters done except for the last 2 chapters, but that's a different conversation. So like I just scheduled everything to be posted and I didn't have to worry about like posting anything. Like they just posted. The only thing I really had to worry about was AO3 because I had scheduled times for that since you can't schedule posts on AO3. But like I noticed a significant increase in viewer counts when I was writing Castles Crumbling, mainly because like I don't think it was season 6, unless if it was season 6 or season 5. We hit 2,000 reads on that, and that was a surprising thing for me. But then we got